Hey everyone, it's Sahil, and today we'll look at the predictions for the preliminary round of COB3. There are 32 comedians vying for a prize fund of rupees 5 lakhs. And apart from the prize fund, there's honor at stake here, there's pride at stake here, and all of them are going full on to kind of prepare for this tournament. They have been doing so for the past couple of weeks, and we'll try to see which are the favorite players to qualify for the quarterfinals, and we look at it right now. The entire tournament has been divided into four quarters at the start, and each quarter consists of eight players. Now, one of these eight players will qualify for the semifinals from each quarter, that will lead up to four players, and I'm going to try and predict which will these four players be. And I'm not going to go far as to predict the final winner, but for today, I'm going to focus on the semi-finalist. Now, we have quarter number one right here, and Samay is playing Sumit Saurav. Now, I must mention that Sumit is an amazing player compared to the other comedians, at least most of them. If you have seen him on Chess Base India, is he's a decent player actually. He's not, let's say, much weaker than Samay at all. But somehow, because of the more experience that Samay has with dealing with top players, I think Samay will push through somehow. And as far as the other three games are concerned, I think Kusha, Biswa, and Kenny will move forward to the next round, and that will lead to something like this. Now, predicting the outcome of these matches is pretty easy, and obviously Samay and Biswa are going to win, and this would lead to a decent quarterfinal clash of Samay versus Biswa. It will be Suresh Ganguly versus Sagar Shah, and I'm going to make the controversial assessment that Samay is going to lose this, and Biswa is going to win this, and he'll be the first semi-finalist, and he'll be one of the four who will be competing for the top prize in this tournament. Now, this one is slightly easier to predict, not in terms of individual matches, but in terms of the semi finalists that will come out of this group this quarter. And the results that should ideally come, I think, would be something like this. And Sapan versus Joel and Jaspreet versus Rahul. And among those, the quarterfinalists would be these two. And I think in the end, Joel will prevail because, after all, I think when Samay started streaming in the first place, Joel was, I think, the strongest player. It's only after lots of lessons that Samay has become stronger somehow. So I would see Joel as the potential winner here. Now, this is the third quarter, and some of these games are very easy to predict, and some are very mysterious because some of these players have never really played chess. At least I have not seen them publicly play chess, for example, on a stream on YouTube. So I think in the first round of matches, I think the results would come something like this. Gaurav would win, and he would play against Vaibhav, and Varun would win because I have not seen Zakir play chess at all, and he would play against Abhishek. And after this round, I think the semi-final spot would boil down to this match, which is obviously logical. But I think in the end, Weber would prevail because he has been working on his game a lot. I think Weber will be the third finalist from this section. Now we come to the final quarter, and this one is also easy to predict, I think, in terms of the semi-finalists that will come out of this group. I think after the initial matches, these will be the remaining players. And it's not going to be Nishant versus Nishant in the next round, of course. It's going to be Anirbhan versus Nishant Tanwar. And I think the final spot will definitely go to Anirbhan. He is the former champion as well. And I think he, along with Vaibhav and Samay, have been working the most on their chess, and of course Biswa. And it's kind of logical that these guys will qualify for the semi-finals. Now, I promised I wouldn't make any predictions for the final winner, but I might do that again after we have the results for the semi-finalists, which I'm pretty sure will be these ones. And if that turns out to be the case, then I think these are the matches we will see. And Biswa will play against Joel and Vaibhav against Anirban. Now, these matches are very unpredictable because the players have similar strengths in terms of their chess play. But if I had to predict, I would go ahead and predict this as the final match, where Biswa will win against Joel and Anirban will win against Vaibhav. After all, Anirban has shown that he has the temperament to kind of play well in critical situations. But I think Anirban will turn out to be the CSK of comedies on board, and he will not win this time. He might be in the finals every time, but he will not be able to win this. And the final winner, according to me, would be Biswa this time. And Sagar Shah will be finally proud. He will have a proud student. And I think Biswa is going to be the winner this time. Now, I will update my predictions just in case there are any changes regarding the semi-final list, but I think this is going to be the course of events we are going to see in the next 3 days, and we'll know pretty soon. If you like the video, do like and subscribe and check out other content on the channel. We have plenty of interesting lists to choose from, and as always, do take care.